Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy Gonoche, and today's video is going to be talking about the things, the requirements needed to complete your NMC registration as a nurse, as a midwife. Okay, keep watching. Hi, welcome back. So like I said, today's video is going to be talking about the requirements needed to complete your NMC registration as a nurse or as a midwife coming to the UK to work in the NHS. Okay, so to start with, what do you like? How do you start your NMC registration? How do you start your NMC verification and all of that? You need to start with NMCN verification. You need to you know apply to NMCN, Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, to tell them to verify your credentials, to verify your license, as to verify that okay, you got the license from them, you are actually a registered nurse or actually a registered midwife. That so you need to do this online. Either you can do it online, or you can do it with agencies. There are some agencies, there are some people that work for that. There are some people that work that do this as a work, that they do this as a job, they do this as agents with NMC and Nursing and Midwifery Council. So you can reach out to them, then tell them that okay, I want to verify my credentials with NMC and Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria or of Ghana, depending on where you are applying from. Tell them to verify your credentials, your license, and you're going to pay some amount of money, and then submit your license and your registration number as well with them. And this usually takes like a couple of weeks, a lot say within 1 month, 2 months. Some take as much as 3 months, depending on the backlog at the point that you're registering. So you can also do it online. Like I said, go to the NMCN website, Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria website, and then do it by yourself and pay the amount of money necessary, then wait to hear from them. If you don't hear from them after a while, I think you can call them and then reach out to them, ask them what's happening, like what's causing the delay, and then they will let you know what's happening. So after you've done your NMCN verification, your license verification, documents, and then the next step is for you to open an NMC UK account. So you need to open an NMC UK account online, and to do this, I did make a video about that before, and I'm going to drop the link under the description of this particular video on how to open an NMC account and online. So when you've opened your NMC account, the next step is for you to pay the £140 registration fee. You need to pay the £140 fee, and then you can do this as well. There is a video I made on how to make the payment. I'll drop that as well under the description of this video. Okay, and then so pay your NMC £140 initial registration fee for them to verify you, and then is your eligibility fee. After making that payment, next thing is for you to register for your CBT exams. And for you to be able to do this, there's a link they give you to register after you do your verification with NMCN. They give you a link, like a number, CRM. So, and they sort of contact Pearson VUE to tell them that okay, you're registering, you're planning to write this exam, CBT exams, and Pearson VUE will send you a link to register your exam with them, to register your CBT with them. They usually send a link, and that happens after after you do your verification with NMC in Nigeria, that's Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, and then do it with Nursing and Midwifery Council UK as well. So they'll send you the link on into your email, and that's what you use to register your CBT exam. So to register your CBT exam, just click on the link, and it's Pearson VUE that usually send the links to you. So click on the link sent by Pearson VUE, then apply for your exam, register for your exam, choose a suitable date that you want to sit for the exam, then start preparing, start studying, get your study materials from online, download them online, and then get started. So as soon as you finish writing your CBT exams, you've passed. I think normally you get three chances to sit for the CBT exams in a period of 6 months. So after your three chances, you don't get to pass. You wait for 6 months before you're able to you start again. You start your registration again afresh and get another three chance. Then you understand. So when you register, when you are eligible to sit for your CBT exams, your computer based testing, you get the when you sit for it the first time, you didn't pass it. Say you didn't pass any of the stations, or you pass one station like numeracy, you pass numeracy but you failed the clinical part. You will sit for it again. You're eligible to sit for it again after 10 days of the first attempt. So after 10 days of you writing the first one, you can sit for the second one again, but they want you to give that 10 days gap in between. So when you sit for it again, you still did not pass it, you have one more chance left within that registration. So if after that third chance you still did not pass the two, you can pass numeracy in one and then go and pass clinical in the other part. You understand? So when you pass one, you don't have to write that one that you've passed again. Do you understand? Like if you've passed the numeracy, you don't need to register for it again in the second attempt. You only need to register for the one you failed. So if you failed the two, you register for the two again. But if you failed only clinical, you pass the numeracy. When you're registering again, you just register for the clinical. Then you don't need to register for the numeracy. So if you register again and you didn't pass the clinical, you register again for the first time, the third time rather. And if you don't pass it on the third attempt, you have to wait for 6 months, then start your registration afresh again. So after you've, say for instance, you've passed your CBT, you've passed your exams, if you are applying to NHS Trust and they are willing to sponsor you, to sponsor your Oski and your exams, then you come to the UK, you wait for you to get your visa, your skilled worker visa, come to the trust to start working before you write your CBT, before you write your Oski exams, because that your trust at that point would have booked your Oski exams for you prior to when you even come to the UK. Sometimes they book it when you stay in Nigeria. Then when you come to the UK, as soon as you come, you write it within that period, write it within a 6 months period or so. So when your trust is sponsoring you, your hospital is sponsoring you, you just basically come to the UK then before writing your Oski. And the Oski is the last part of your NMC registration. After you've written your Oski, you wait for NMC to reach you and then you get your PIN afterwards and then you're done. Your registration is closed. So after you, excuse me, after you finish after you finish your CBT, and then you're not applying to hospitals yet, like you did not get sponsorship from a hospital to be able to do your exams, write your Oski, write your CBT. So you want to do self-sponsor, that is, you want to sponsor yourself by yourself to come to the UK to work, to do your registration or whatsoever, depending on what you're coming to use it for. So if you want to do your Oski as a self sponsor, you just apply for a visa, like a visiting visa, that 6 months visa to come here. Then register for it in the exams that organize it here in the UK, because you cannot write it in Nigeria. You can't write your Oski in Nigeria. You have to come to the UK first. So if you're self-sponsoring, apply for a visiting visa, then come to the UK to write your Oski, and then you can go back home and start applying for job again if you're doing self-sponsor. But if you have an NHS trust that is sponsoring you, then they would book your Oski for you. Then you just wait till you come here and then write your Oski before you close your NMC registration. So after that first £140 payment, then the fee that you have to pay again after you finish doing your Oski, you finish doing your CBT, the final registration fee you need to pay is £153, I think. Yeah, £153. As you've paid the £140 before that's for eligibility, before you sit for your CBT, your Oski and all of that. So after sitting for your CBT and Oski, you need to pay a final registration fee of £153. This completes the process, and then you get your PIN and then start practicing as a midwife or as a nurse in the UK. So the total fee for this process is about 1,000 if you're self-sponsoring, or just to have an idea, even if you're not self-sponsoring, is about £1,117 in total. So to break it down, you need £140 initial eligibility fee payment. That's the first NMC payment you make is £140. Then your CBT exams, to sit for it, is like £83. You need to register for it, you pay £83. Then your obviously you pay in naira. If you're in Nigeria, you convert it to naira and pay the equivalent in naira. Then your Oski costs roughly £794, like total. Your Oski costs £794. If you're doing the receipt, say for instance you didn't pass the first one, you're doing a receipt, you still have to pay. And then the final registration costs what's it called, it costs £153. Okay, £140 for first eligibility fee, then £83 for CBT, £794 for Oski, then £153 for the final registration. Okay, so that's the whole fee you need to pay. So listing the process again, just in case you don't understand, you first need to, for your NMC registration, you first need to pay your £153 eligibility fee. Then you've applied to NMCN or your Nursing and Midwifery Council Ghana or Nigeria, depending on where you're applying for. Apply to them to verify your license, to verify your credentials, and then they will send you the link. Pearson View will send you the link, because they're going to contact Pearson View to tell them, okay, you've registered with them, they've verified your credentials, and then Pearson View will send you a link to register your exams, to book your CBT exams. So when they send you the link, you've made your payment, you now book your CBT exams, pay the money, book it. If you want to receipt your CBT, you're going to pay another money for that part you're receipting. If you're receipting the two, you pay the two fee, which is £83. But if you're receipting only one, you pay for only one. So when you've written your CBT, like I said, you sit for your Oski, and if your trust is sponsoring you, they will bring you over to the UK to then pay for your flights, pay for your visa, pay for the Oski as well, and then you come and write it here. But if your trust is not sponsoring you, you want to do self-sponsorship. Say for instance, you've not applied for a job yet, or you've not gotten a hospital yet, you can self-sponsor yourself, apply for a visiting visa to come to the UK to sit for your Oski, because you can't do it in Nigeria. You have to come to the UK to write your write your Oski rather. You can do your CBT in Nigeria. So you come to the UK, sit for your Oski, then when you've passed your Oski, you go back to start applying again. Then after passing your Oski, you pay the final registration fee of £153, and then say your Oski results come out, you pass your Oski, then NMC will release your PIN, and then you're a registered UK nurse, UKRN, UKROM. So that's all about the process. And like I said, it costs roughly £1,170 to, like, for the whole process, from start to finish of NMC registration only. That's including your CBT and Oski. I'm not talking about IELTS, so IELTS fee is not here. It's just for your CBT, Oski, and NMC registration. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click on the like button, click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.